no matter who you are, if you read the King James translation, there are a lot of words in the Bible translation that are hard to understand. Now, I personally love the King James. I use the King James, and I think it's the best translation for only one reason. I know the translation. No matter what translation of the Bible you use, if you read it, if you study it, it'll bless your life. You'll grow in the things of God, and you could use it no matter what. If it's the NASB, if it's the NIV, it's the NLT, if it's the RSV, if it's the ESV, no matter the translation, if you read it and study it, it will bless your life. But if you love the King James Version, I want to show you what a great Bible that has been produced by Nelson and compare it to all the other top dogs in the King James Version. Now, the Bible that I'm going to be showing you guys as what I think to be the best Bible in print right now is not a premium Bible whatsoever. This is the Nelson Giant Print Center Column Reference in the leather flex. You could get this Bible for $15. And there's a couple reasons why I prefer the leather text or the cheaper editions versus the premium goatskin that you could buy, is because the premium edition has a lot of color in the text, and I like it to be just straight black. And there's a little bit of red. I think there might be blue in there. I'm not sure. But I never liked the colorful layout of the premium edition. But this $15 Bible has incredible print. It has decent paper. I'm not a big what is the GSM or the thickness of the paper guy. I just want it to look good and be able to turn the pages. If it does those two things, I am happy with it. And I also, because this Bible's $15, and if this becomes my new Bible, I was wondering how long can I have this Bible last? A $15 Bible. If I can make this $15 Bible last a year or even 2 years, that's $15 a year I would spend on Bibles. And if I got the premium edition for $140, how long would it take me to use this at $15 to get to $150? Would it take 4 or 5 years? But let me show you this Bible, and I'm going to compare it with other top King James Bibles, and let me show you why this is a great, great Bible. Now, I found this Bible for $2 at a local thrift store, and I started reading from it, and I was very, very surprised at how much I enjoyed this Bible. Now, there's little features why I like the Holy Bible stamping, and this is the cheap leather flex version. Let me see if let's brighten it up a little bit. Beautiful. This is the cheap leather flex version, and but it actually feels very, very premium in its handling. Of course, not in the feeling of the leather because it feels like wet cardboard. But I think this will last a long time. And it also has Smith sewn binding, so it feels great to have. Where a lot of these cheaper Bibles, the spine is glued, where this is not. So that's good. But this has a beautiful layout, and I prefer the cheaper version because we don't have the red, we don't have the verse numbers in a different color. And I know it's practical, but I don't like it. But as I was reading through this, I actually noticed that there was a lot. Let me get you guys zoomed in here. Let me get you guys. Bam. Hold on. Bam. So in this reference suite, I noticed there was a lot of words because I don't care who you are. If you read the King James Version, there's a lot of words and a lot of statements that are hard to understand. And it seemed like this Nelson Bible had the most words in the reference suite where they translated its meaning or a different rendering. It had the most, which made especially the Old Testament easy to read because the hard statements or the hard words are in the reference suite and broken down. And it seemed like this Bible right here had more words translated than any other King James Bible that I have used. So the top King James Bibles that I used to compare was the Oxford Longprimer, the Cambridge Turquoise, the Cambridge Cameo, and the Nelson Large Print Imperial Reference. And you could get all of these Bibles still, besides the Nelson Large Print Imperial Reference. It's no longer in print. But the other three Bibles, the Turquoise, the Cameo, and the Longprimer from Oxford, you can still purchase. So let's look at the reference suite and see how it compares to this Nelson Giant Print center column reference. So we are going to look two passages the same in all of the Bibles. So the first one, we're going to look at Job 15:6, verses 6 through 32. Now here is the Cambridge Turquoise, and this turquoise had one different word that was translated in the reference suite. The next one we have is the Cambridge Cameo. This one also had only one. Here we have an Oxford Longprimer, and the Oxford Longprimer had 5. And then this is the Nelson Large Print Imperial Reference, and this one had the most out of all of them. This one had 19. And then here is the new Nelson Giant Print Center Column Reference. This Bible has 22 words that are translated in the reference suite. So by far, this one won. Now we're going to look in the New Testament at Acts chapter 24, 16 through 25. And the Cambridge Turquoise here had one word that was, and here again we have the Cambridge Cameo. This Bible had also only one word that was translated. The Oxford Longprimer had 0 words. And then here in the Nelson Large Print Imperial Reference, this Bible had 24 words translated. New Giant Print Center Column Reference barely won with 25 words translated. So that's a pretty interesting find. Out of all of these Bibles that I have at one point used and loved, that I have now landed on a $15 Nelson Bible to be a Bible that really blesses me. It's really cost effective. Man, if you're a practical man, I'm going to have all of these Bibles in their various bindings linked in the description. But man, I'm not trying to sell you an expensive Bible. This is $15. If 100 people bought this Bible from the links below, I would get like $1.50. So I'm not here to sell you Bible. I'm letting you know, this is an incredible Bible. It is the Bible I'm now using. All my other Bibles have been put away. The Nelson Giant Print Center Column Reference is the Bible that I'm using now because of the great paper, the great printing, and all of the helps that are in it, the verse-by-verse format. I mean, it checks every box for me that I would want in a King James Bible in a $15 package. So if you love the King James Bible, this is the Bible I would recommend you go pick up today. So thanks for watching, guys. Be blessed. Bye-bye.